Hi, everybody. It's like coming home. I remember when I first came down to the hotel. One thing I remember was seeing Bill Sorrow very patiently feeding an old-timer who couldn't feed himself. And he did it with such love. And that always moved me. I said, that's what it's all about. That's what community is all about. And, you know, these old-timers, you know, we're honoring them, and we're also commemorating their spirit. And, you know, they're not just survivors. They were heroes to many of us, even though they had their flaws like everybody, you know. I had a brother who also worked in the IOTEL back in the 70s, early 70s, late 60s. His name was Seraphin Sakia. And he was actually an accountant for the Manila Town Senior Center at the time that was launching the fight for the IOTEL. And he wrote a couple of poems that I would like to read about the Monos, because that's what it's all about. This celebration today is remembering them and keeping their spirit alive, the community that they created and the bonds they forged with so many generations of us. Okay, this is a poem I'd like to read. Yeah, I'm going to have somebody also, Sunny Santiago, play a little music behind it, just to get a little beatnik spirit here. This is where North Beach is. Right, sounds good. First poem I'm going to read, this is good, is by my brothers, called The Distant Drum. A country within a street, dying, abandoned by affluent alumni, uncaring. Pungent odor of bagong and adobo blend with garbage outside Chinese restaurants. Kearney Street glistens after the rain. Wetness gleams in the backdrop of neon body Broadway. Topless, bottomless, countryless. As the old man walks, his back hunched by his life, clicks of billiard balls in his ear. Topless, bottomless, tongueless. Large brown faded hat covers his baldness, stains of soya and dust in his overcoat, touching the ground with its memories, clothes much larger than he. Revolution has passed him by. His silence is heard in dry tears. Kearney Street, his home, family, country, squeezed between the tourist money of Chinatown and the monolithic structures of Montgomery. Topless, bottomless, powerless. Calloused hands dig deeper into the overcoat. The light in his room becomes a beacon. Door opens to warmth from a heater. Sitting slowly on the bed, he waits for his visitor. Flashing neon and blaring horns stop. A long day, and the knock on the door is a distant drum. Right. I'll read another poem about, there used to be barbershop over here called Tino's Barbershop. How many people remember Tino's Barbershop? All right. Yeah, here's a little nostalgia. Tino's Barbershop on Kearney. Tino clips hair to mandolin strains. Gnarled fingers fingers sweep, strings strumming, keeping time with tapping feet, falling hair, swapping stories of MacArthur's return, cockfights in Flash Lordy's departure, swiveling for a better glimpse, squinting side glances of slender legs passing from view. Tino clips while combing through memories of crew cuts and flat tops, pompadours with no parting, only 3 flowers, pomading, balding roots. This last poem I'd like to read by my brother, composed by my brother, is called Shadow Boxing. Before Manny Pacquiao, there was a boxer named Pancho Villa, who was, I believe, bantamweight champion of the world back in the 20s. And this is called Shadow Boxing, a requiem for Pancho Villa. In this corner, weighing less than he should, wearing stained trunks, aching from that cavity unfilled, from that money wasted on paid love, styling monkey suits, blinding spotlights, trusting crooked managers and fur-lined blondies. In this corner, scarred by years of left jabs and right crosses, of unfilled flushes and snake eyes, staring at closed doors and no help wanted signs. In this corner, leather fingers jabbing rice in thin Chinese diners. In his corner he sits, a story aching to be told.